What's going on, everybody? Robbie here, and today we're taking a look at Mega Construx Pokemon Wartortle. The set number for this is DYF12, and it has 97 pieces and retails for right around $10. I picked this up at my local Toys R Us store. So, as you can see, it is Wartortle. I do have the Pikachu versus, the Charmander versus Squirtle set. So I'm really excited to have Wartortle here as the second evolutionary stage of Squirtle. And I heard rumors that there is, in fact, a Blastoise set on the way at some point as well. So I'm really excited about that. But it is a rumor, so don't read too much into it unless you have seen it firsthand. But as you can see, very nice small box. You get to see Wartortle on there, Pikachu right there, build it right there. On the sides, just some lovely images. We've got some pictures of some other sets available, Gyarados and the Squirtle vs. Charmander set and the Charizard set, and you can check out my channel for both of those reviews as well. On the back here it shows a little bit more of the little base that he comes with, kind of a display area, sort of, play area, and you also get a little Pokeball as well, so that's pretty cool. The set looks like it's going to be pretty neat. I do like the design of Wartortle here. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm interested to see how this whole tail thing goes together. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing put together, and I will see you guys in just a moment. Okay guys, so here we have the Wartortle set, and let's take a quick look at the base first. Obviously you get this nice, let's scooch the camera. Obviously you get this nice little Pokeball. Now I've got a couple of these because I've gotten the other sets as well, so I can start storing these up. But we do have this lovely little Pokeball. It's just 3 pieces, and it definitely looks like a Pokeball. Just one nice printed piece in the center, red on top, white on the bottom, and Bob's your uncle. Well, I guess it's not really white on the bottom, it's white on whatever side you choose, but that is the traditional Pokeball image there. So that is pretty cool. It can go right onto this stand. It's got these 4 little studs here. You can just plop it right in the center of. Doesn't hold it amazingly, but it does the job well enough. I think maybe I would have preferred some of the cheese slopes instead. Kind of give it a little more angle to kind of set into. But whatever. It's not that big a deal. You get some nice clear blue plates here, which look great, very watery, and some nice water splash effects here as well. You get 4 of these guys, and you can rotate them however you want. You can adjust them on these little stands. You can take them off the stands if you want your Wartortle to start flinging water all over the place. So that's pretty cool. And just some little bits and bobs here. Little plates and pieces and things like that. Nothing too crazy. A little sand bit here. So nothing amazing, but it's not bad. It gets the point across, gets the job done, as they say. And on to Wartortle himself. This guy is pretty cool. He was a nice little build. I was pleasantly surprised. And as you can see, he looks like a Wartortle. The only big glaring defect I think in this guy is his head. They used 2 of the same parts to fill out the center of his head, and just because of that, it's got the same ball joint, like receiving end on there. So I mean, the cool thing is you could, if you wanted to, put his head upside down, but it does kind of leave a little bit of an opening in the top of his head. That's not really that big a deal. The print is absolutely fantastic on this guy. Looks great. Overall, the design is just fantastic. This guy has some of the most printing, I think, of all the Pokemon figures at this point. He's got a nice little shell back here. He's got printing on the tail swirlies as well. And the tail is posable, just like that. You can also rotate it if you so desire. And the nice thing about the tail is that it does kind of hit the ground right here, so it does actually hold him up. He has no problem standing, even if you extend the tail back, if you move it to the side. He has no problem standing because that tail does support him quite well. It does have ball jointed arms as well. You can rotate his hands if you wanted to. He's got ball joints at his hips, so you can kind of move those around however you like, whatever makes you happy. And I love the segments in his front front armor, plating his front shell. I think they did a great job designing that. And it's an easy build, but it's a lot of fun. He's got a ball jointed head, as we already saw. Now the only other thing is that it does impede his head movement a little bit just because of the shell here. So he can't look up really in any meaningful way, or at all, I should say. And he can only really look down a slight amount. So you can get more movement if you move his head to the side. He can look up a little bit, like that. So you can get some nice posability there. But unfortunately, because his head is kind of stuck in this semi-downward position, it does make the hole in his head a little more glaring. But, honestly, it's not that big a deal. So, just a quick size comparison. Let's show him off with his pre-evolutionary stage, Mr. Squirtle here. So I think these guys look great together. Squirtle's got his little swirl tail, kind of, sort of. This guy's got the bigger swirl tail for sure. And then, then they'll become Blastoise, who will lose the swirl altogether, or lose the tail altogether, I should say. But I think they did a really, really nice job on these overall. I think they do look quite nicely together. Now all we need is like some pairs of shades that can go right over them, so we can recreate the Squirtle Squad. Yeah, so there you go. And to give you another size comparison, here he is with a standard Mega Construx micro figure. There you go. So you can see they are quite large as compared to the micro figures. So you got that going on. But overall, a really, really nice set. Again, these are $10 and average close to 100 pieces each. So the value is definitely there. And I mean, it makes a really cool little Pokemon figure for your desk or wherever that you can display with these water elements and things like that, and set them back here and just have them firing out water at everything. Like that. So I think it's really, really nicely done, and I'm very pleased with it. So that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. If you want to see the rest of the Pokemon Mega Construx sets, check out my channel. There will be a playlist there with all of them at this point. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. So, for now, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.